This is a video about the flow trail and the Braille trail. I'm going to be comparing and contrasting the two, as well as explaining some of the perks, benefits, features, pros, and cons of all of them. Along with a few things that I think you should know that'll make it so that you don't look like a good-for-nothing piece of garbage next time you go on a ride.
Starting it off right.
So basically this is going to be an open format, long form, spoken word style mountain biking video. But need not worry, I'm not your average Joe, far worse than average.
Nice little loggy droppy.
So what you're watching right
see a
now
lot of people
is the
going
Braille
off
Trail.
right
This is
there.
my first time doing it with my buddy here, both of our first time. You know, we're just a couple of beer drinking boys looking for a good time all the time. But aside from that, a couple things that I think you should know about just this trail network in general. This is part of the Soquel demonstration forest. This is the Braille Trail, which is kind of their more downhill, steeper, more technical trail. At least that's kind of what we were told. And you'll see it is a little steeper and more technical. It's a totally different type of trail from the flow trail. But you can kind of see that for yourself in the video you are currently watching. So one thing I didn't know and wish I did know is the severity and duration of the uphill part of this ride. So it takes about 45 minutes to an hour to get to the top from where you park at. But what I didn't know and what you don't see a lot of people talking about is that the parking lot is kind of mid-mountain.
Like
so
and flowy stuff.
not only are you riding uphill at the beginning of your ride, but after you've just laid it all out there on the trail and just really fully sent it all day, brah. Once you get to the bottom, now you're ready for another 3.5 mile uphill ride. So it's like, you know, major poopies.
Little ridge runner.
But yeah, you just need to prepare for that. Don't drink all your water at the top of the mountain, or even you know, halfway down the trail when you're all gassed from you know, putting it all on the line. So the Braille Trail is definitely steeper and more technical than the flow trail. I wouldn't say it's a particularly difficult trail, but it has more critical kind of rock garden type scenarios, and then also those little log drop features are pretty fun. I definitely do like some of the steeper sections on this. It's kind of refreshing, but at the same time that kind of is why this trail is a lot shorter than the flow trail. So one way I look at it is, if you're putting in all this effort to do the ride up the hill, well, first of all, if you're putting in all the effort to drive there, because I mean, even if you live in Santa Cruz, this place is in the middle of nowhere. But if you put in all that effort, ride up the hill, I want my ride down the hill to be longer than 5 minutes. Alright, so I'm actually going to take a little bit of editing out of this and jump straight into lap 2 here. This is flow trail, so this is after lunch. And full disclosure, I drank a couple beers at lunch and sweated it all out on the ride up, so I'm definitely in proper shape to ride, but so I sweated it all out. But yeah, I mean, doing flow trail second isn't, I mean, looking back on it, is not the best idea we've ever had, because I was extremely tired, and this trail is probably more of an upper body and leg workout because you're pumping through the flowy sections a lot more and compressing a lot in the berms. So, you know, I don't claim to be a genius. I make mistakes. I'm as dumb as the next guy, and this was the mistake of the day, and I'm willing to live with that. Doing flow trail second was a mistake. Should have done it first, but I will live.
Whoa. I feel like the back half of that berm wasn't long enough.
So let's be real. The flow trail is awesome. I mean, it's super fun. It's a lot like, it reminds me of a bike park, but it's free, and the only cost of admission is you get in off your lazy behind and ride into the top of the mountain. The amount of man hours it took to make this place is super impressive, and I'm very thankful that people got together in the community and built this trail.
Oh, I got a good one there.
My only real complaint is that the trail's a little bit bumpy at this time of year. It's July, it's warm, it's dry, it's dusty. One of the beautiful things about Flow Trail is that it's accessible to almost anyone. You don't have to be a pro, like me, obviously, to ride this trail. Anyone from beginners to experts can have a good time on this trail, and that is really cool, but it also kind of opens the trail up to maintenance issues in that beginners are tending to brake a lot more than they need to, especially in the berms, so there's a lot of berms that are kind of bumpy. So much skill there. Between Flow Trail and Braille Trail, it's kind of a tough call. They're two totally different trails, but I think I still gotta go with the Flow Trail, especially if you're only gonna do one loop that day, and you know you're only gonna get to do one descent, and I think the Flow Trail is the better of the two. It's just more fun. It's a longer trail. It's flowy. It's, you know, you spend more time in the air. You're pumping. You're really working on your cornering, and just, you know, overall having just a great time. I mean, just like one of the greatest times in recent memory is just having a great time at the Flow Trail.
Chris makes his own trails. Nice little manual section. through here, nice little double. Catching up with Chris on the rolling speed. Slows me down, keeps me honest, lets me know Monday I still gotta go back to work. It makes it a hell of a lot better door than a window, wall than a window, I suppose.
Well, bye-bye now. It has been an absolute joy spending this time with you, and I thank you so very much for watching this video. Now, whether you'd like to or not, I would actually prefer if you did not like or subscribe to my channel, because I seriously do not care. Nor do I need the instant gratification that America's youth have become so addicted to. So, even if you absolutely hated this video, or absolutely loved it, I don't care. I have no feelings either direction, so you commenting or doing anything literally has zero bearing on my life whatsoever. But thank you so much for your time, and I really appreciate you watching this video.
Nice little bridge. Woo! Chris out here practicing his flatland dirt biking. And that